Welcome to this week's T.I. Joe toy review, where this week we will be doing Air Viper. But before we get to Air Viper, I'd like to make another shout out to Back to the Media, right there on the Walking Mall of 41 South Loudon Street. We could get buy, sell, and trade classic video games, records, vintage toys, comics, DVDs, cassettes, more. Go check them out whenever you can. So let's get to Air Viper. Since he doesn't come with a lot of accessories, as you can tell, I'm going to pull actually I'm going to read the file card this time. As you see, code name Air Viper. Get the glare out of there. There it is. And he's the attack pilot. File name various, because there's multiples. Primary military specialty fighter pilot. Secondary military specialty is infantry. And birthplace is various. Mainly because the various for both file name and birthplace is because there's multiples of Air Viper. And the first paragraph says, how does Cobra continually attract talented members willing to risk danger, prison, and even death to support the organization's evil goals? Simple: money. They pay and rewards are better than anything a private corporation can offer. That's why skilled pilots join the elite Air Viper force. After basic aerial combat training, those who rise to the top are given advanced training with next generation aircraft and become commandos. They also have to endure a surgical procedure which make them resistant to hypoxia, hyperventilation, and other decompression sicknesses that affect pilots in above Armstrong's line of 63,000 feet. Then there's a quote here at the bottom. It says, you earn your wings. Believe me, over 15,000 hours logged in flight time, a fixed wing ratting up to 4 engines, combined experience, and an impeccable security clearance. Okay, so that's his file card. So let's take a look at his one and only weapon, which is his hand pistol, which, if you remember, the vintage figure never came with a weapon. So the modern update is actually pretty cool. And he also comes with, as typical other modern era G.I. Joe figures, he comes with this like his figure stand with the upraised Cobra logo, codename Air Viper on the front. So let's take a look at Air Viper. With his media appearances. He was the Night Raven, which was his jet, was in vintage comic number 46, but it was under a tarp. But Air Viper, which was known as Strato Viper at the time, was not in any issues, was not in uniform then. But the Special Missions 5 was actually dedicated to the Night Raven, and Strato Viper, which is the Air Viper. So let's take a look at his sculpt in the paint apps. Nice painter's of pilot's helmet, red with the black with the silver along the face. And of course he's got his flight suit with his, I don't know what you would call the web gear. Also got a holster with a pistol on it, non-removable pistol with the red and the silver pad thing right there in the front of it. Goes all the way to the back with the 2 straps. Gray jumpsuit. Come down to his waist piece where he's got a black belt. Goes all the way around. The jumpsuit. Gray pants. He's got black chappies. Silver knee pads, red around the boot lines at the bottom of the pants, and gray shoes with a little bit of black. So far, averagely, I think this is a nice paint app. He looks like a Cobra pilot, what you would expect from a Cobra pilot. So let's take a look at the articulation. 350 on the head. Arm Can lift up to here. Can do 360 all the way around. Bends at the elbow. Swivels at the elbow. Also swivels at the wrist. Doesn't bend at the wrist, but he swivels. But also he's got the typical ab crunch. I don't know how well it's picking up. The camera's picking this up, but he has good articulation on the ab crunch and wrist twist. Typical T-hook on the legs. Come out to about there. Leg can swing up to here. Classic with the modern era Joe figures. Double knee joint. Rocker at the elbow. Swivel at the ankle. And one more thing about his media appearances, he also was in the part 1 of the season opener of G.I. Joe Season 2 in Arise of Pentor Arise. So let's take a look at Air Viper all set up. Here's Air Viper all set up. You know, all in all, I think this is a great update on the original vintage version. You can check out the vintage version's figure as well as the Night Raven on HCC 788 as well as 4MBX257's channel. And you can also see this modern figure on the Defensive Cobra Island set with Sanitarian Productions. So tune in again next week so we can look at Sergeant Flash. See you all next week.